In the top stories, ambulance involved in accident while responding to emergency. Earthquake swarm shakes Soufriere Hills volcano, prompting temporary restrictions. And House rejects Trump's budget plan ahead of shutdown. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday newscast. Today is Friday, the 20th day of December. I am Jasmine Thomas. An ambulance from the Joseph and Franz General Hospital's emergency response team was involved in a motor vehicle accident on the Kim Collins Highway on Thursday, sometime after 9 in the evening, while en route to an emergency in the Frigate Bay area. According to a statement issued by the Ministry of Health, 3 emergency medical technicians on board the ambulance sustained non-life-threatening injuries and were transported to the Joseph and Franz General Hospital for treatment. All 3 are said to be in stable condition. Preliminary investigations indicate that the accident was caused by the reckless driving of an oncoming vehicle. The ambulance swerved to avoid a collision and subsequently lost control, the ministry said in a statement. Emergency services were not disrupted as another ambulance crew was immediately dispatched to respond to the original emergency call, according to the ministry. We urge all motorists to exercise caution on the roads, particularly during the busy Christmas and Carnival season, the Ministry of Health said. Drivers should always brake and pull over when an emergency response vehicle is approaching to ensure the safety of all road users. The Ministry of Health also announced that 5 new ambulances have been secured and are expected to arrive in the Federation by February 2025. Officials said the new vehicles will enhance the country's emergency response capabilities. The ministry expressed gratitude to the public for their cooperation and understanding during this incident. The Honorable Congress Maynard, Minister of Information, Communications and Technology, ICT, outlined the government's strides towards a fully digital transformation during his presentation on the 2025 budget debate. Central to this vision is the Electronic Identification (EID) system, a cornerstone of the ministry's digital identity authentication project. The EID system is designed to provide citizens and residents with a secure and reliable means of identification for accessing government services.
Imagine a St. Kitts and Nevis, where you can use a digitally authenticated identification to access any government service without the need to provide any other type of information, no birth certificate, no police record, no proof of address. Well, it's literally just around the corner.
The project, undertaken in collaboration with the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, has made significant progress over the past 20 months. The prototyping and system development phases complete, the EID system is now in the testing stage. Integration is planned for 2025. With a launch anticipated by year-end, Minister Maynard emphasized that stringent measures are being implemented to ensure the highest levels of security and privacy. A delegation from St. Kitts and Nevis, including officials from the Ministries of ICT and National Security, recently traveled to Taiwan to participate in the first phase of the project's training program.
In Taiwan, they were able to inspect the facility where the digital ID cards will be manufactured. This, I must add, is the same facility that produces Visa and MasterCard products. And, as you would expect, operates with exceptionally robust security protocols.
The ID cards will feature 8 advanced security measures, including holographic artwork with color-shifting designs, kinetic patterns, optically variable ink, gouache security printing, and microtext. They will also incorporate a security chip from IDEMIA equipped with sophisticated encryption and security features. During his presentation, Minister Maynard congratulated Jenna Bass, winner of the EID card design competition, whose artwork will be featured on the cards. The EID system represents a transformative step for St. Kitts and Nevis, promising streamlined access to government services and enhanced digital security. A new queen has been crowned and is set to begin her reign. Miss Carib Brewery St. Kitts and Nevis Limited, Danica Dickinson, was crowned Miss St. Kitts and Nevis 2024 on Thursday night during the pageant, which forms part of the Sugar Mass 53 festivities. She was crowned before an enthused crowd, surpassing her closest rival by more than 50 points. Danica amassed a total of 710 and earned the top spot in the National Pride costume segment. In the non-judged segment, she won the most popular contestant online. First runner-up was awarded to Miss Urban Development Corporation, Tiana Richards, who earned 653 points. She also copped Best in Evening Gown, Best Modeling in Evening Gown, and both segments of the swimsuit showcase, which was held on the 8th of December. Second runner-up was awarded to Miss Azul Printers, Tonia Manners, who got a combined score of 648 points. She also won Best Talent. Miss St. Kitts Music Festival, Jutambian Kelly won Best Interview with 190 points. Other participants were Micaiah Collins, Miss A1 Tent Rentals, and Vanessa Simon, Miss Coca-Cola. On the regional scene, a swarm of volcanic earthquakes at the Soufriere Hills volcano on the 19th of December prompted temporary restrictions in hazard zones, the Montserrat Volcano Observatory, MVO, reported. The intense sequence of volcano tectonic VT earthquakes began at 10:20 in the morning and lasted about 90 minutes, with 93 events detected. Two of the largest quakes registered magnitudes of 3.3 at depths of 2 to 3 kilometers beneath the volcano's dome. This was likely the most intense swarm since the pause began on February 11 of 2010, the MVO stated, comparing it to a March 23, 2012 event that involved 54 VT earthquakes, ash venting, and a slightly higher maximum magnitude of 3.6. Unlike 2012, no ash emissions or fumarole activity were observed during the swarm. As a precaution, the MVO recommended suspending activities in Zone 5. By 12:40 in the afternoon, seismic activity returned to normal and authorities lifted restrictions in the hazard zone. The Soufriere Hills volcano has been in a paused state since February 2010, with a similar VT events occurring occasionally at comparable depths. An anti-crime operation in the Cunapia Police District led to arrest of a 31-year-old Venezuelan national on December 18. The individual, a resident of Rambaran Trace Bejucal, was detained for assaulting a police officer and resisting arrest. He was also charged for driving without a permit and insurance. The operation, coordinated by senior police officials, including Senior Superintendent Carthy and Superintendent Gian, aimed at reducing crime and enhancing public safety in the area. Internationally, House decisively rejected President-elect Donald Trump's proposed budget plan Thursday, raising the risk of a government shutdown as lawmakers failed to pass the measure. The bill, which included funding through March $100.4 billion in disaster aid and the debt ceiling extension, fell short with a 174 to 235 vote. House Speaker Mike Johnson pledged to present a new plan before the Friday midnight deadline. "We are going to regroup and come up with another solution," he said. The proposal faced opposition from both Democrats and Republicans, with many unwilling to meet Trump's last-minute demands. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries dismissed the plan as not a serious proposal, while tensions flared in the chamber, reflecting deeper divisions within Congress. This marks a significant setback for Trump, who, alongside billionaire Elon Musk, pressured Republicans to abandon a bipartisan compromise. The rejection underscores the challenges ahead for Trump's presidency and the divided Republican-led House. As federal agencies prepare for a potential shutdown, Johnson's next steps remains uncertain. When asked about the path forward, he responded, "We'll see." And U.S. colleges and universities are advising international students to return to campus before President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration, fearing he may reinstate travel bans like those imposed during his first term. Over a dozen schools have issued advisories urging students reliant on academic visas to reduce risks by returning before January 20. Some schools like Cornell University warned that bans targeting countries previously affected, such as Iran, Libya, and Yemen, could resume, with China and India potentially added. During his first term, Trump's travel ban blocked citizens from 7 Muslim-majority countries, ultimately affecting 15 nations. The ban stranded students, faculty, and travelers, refusing over 4,000 visas before being lifted by President Joe Biden. Jackie Lee, a University of California, Berkeley student from China, expressed concerns over potential restrictions and urged the U.S. to prioritize academic freedom over barriers. While Trump's plans remain unclear, he has pledged to reinstate and extend bans, citing ideological screening and threats to U.S. security. Schools like Harvard, MIT, and Johns Hopkins have advised students traveling for winter break to prepare for delays and return early to avoid potential disruptions. And now for the weather. The present weather is cloudy skies with vicinity showers. Winds are a moderate breeze of 17 miles per hour from a northeasterly direction. The temperature today is 28 degrees Celsius or 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 2.1 to 3.1 meters or 7 to 10 feet, with northeasterly swells reaching 2.1 meters or 7 feet. Therefore, small craft warnings and high surf advisories are both in effect. Weather forecast for today will be partly cloudy to cloudy skies initially, with a 60% or moderate chance of breeze passing showers, morning showers, becoming partly sunny in general thereafter. For tonight, the weather forecast is expected to be fair to partly cloudy skies and cool conditions with a 40% or moderate chance of a brief passing overnight shower. Sunset today will be at around 5:42. Sunrise tomorrow morning at around 25 minutes before 7. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Major Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. Have a good day.